got busy.
See, what had happened was I didn't get a chance to watch NXT, but apparently Casey wants to review all the shows all in one time and make it
No,
a
no, no,
big.
no, no. I want to watch. I want to review the two shows that matter. The two shows that didn't have a pyro super kick spot.
That was the best spot of the
There is
night.
nothing wrong with a little
That was the
pyro super
dumbest
kick.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Um. So yeah, we just gonna talk about all these crazy shows, what we liked, what we didn't like, and what I should watch on NXT Battleground.
You know who made it.
And we are back once again. It is the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an instant classic. And boy, do we have a wrestling weekend that just passed for y'all? Because goodness, I mean, it was almost too much in one weekend. Like, I know the weeks are crazy because it's literally wrestling on all the time, but like, y'all could have spaced this out and it would have been much more enjoyable for the fan. I don't like just real quick as we jump into the discussion of just this whole crazy weekend of what it was. First things first, DJ here, Justin's over there, Casey down there, we all here. I will say this. I think it was just a lot going on. Like, they could have easily done AEW next weekend, and I would have been like, you know what? Okay, I'm cool with that. They could have easily did NXT next weekend, and I would have been like, okay, give me a little bit, a little bit to look forward to. But it's just so. I think that's a problem right now anyway. Like, it's just too much going on. You can't keep up. I can't watch this week in WWE fast enough to even catch up on all this stuff. Like, it's crazy. Like,
And it's just gonna get even crazier, with AEW Collision coming up here in a few weeks, and
2 weeks
I
from
mean,
now, it's not like they're taking any notes from WWE. It just doesn't. I mean, first things first. Like, the pay-per-view landscape of things, I like how AEW does the pay-per-views as far as scheduling is concerned, but why do you have two pay-per-views back to back? Why? I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. You can't book
yeah,
anything
because
that
we have
quickly. It's
Double
like,
or Nothing, and then we got
don't they have they
Forbidden
have like
Door.
3 pay-per-views, right? Like, it's like, because what about the London show? When is the one in the UK?
That's at the end of August.
Oh, it's a thing. Okay, okay. I
And
didn't
then
get that down.
apparently, I heard rumors of them doing All Out the week after All In.
That's what I heard too. I was watching a video today about that, but yeah, it's just too much, man. Like I said, I struggle keeping up weekly, and then you throw the longest shows of the year at me, back to back to back to back to back like this, and it's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's just I like a little bit of spacing would be great.
It's like,
Real
why
quick,
wasn't Night Champions last week? I mean, I understand they want to do it on holiday weekends, but like,
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean, real quick, Casey, fill me in here since you the old whippersnapper of the three of us. Did they do this in the Attitude Era? Like, did they just smack pay-per-views on the same weekend like this? Like, I mean, I know it's all for the competition and whatnot, but like, don't it make more sense to give yourself a week on your own to do that? Like, I don't get it. Maybe I'm tripping.
We going back like what 20 years? Come on now, you gotta remember. I don't remember like WWE or WWF at the time and WCW having pay-per-views on the same night, because I think they were smart enough not to do that. Like, obviously you had the Monday Night Wars, kind of fighting for, who's going to get the better ratings and stuff. But that's completely different from having a pay-per-view on the same night as your competition, because like, ratings are one thing. Obviously you want to get ratings, right? You want people to tune into your show. But then when the pay-per-view comes on, you want to make sure that all of the wrestling fans are watching your show and you're getting all of that pay-per-view revenue. You don't want to risk losing any of that by having your show on the same night as your competition. That's just stupid. Like this is why a lot of like indie promotions will like if there's another, they'll try to make sure that their show isn't running, the same night as another, rival show or big show because again, they want to make sure that they're getting a packed crowd. They want to get as many people in the door as possible, as many tickets sold as possible. I think it's just dumb trying to have a pay-per-view on the same night, especially as or even the same weekend as WWE. I get it that that AEW thinks that they're competition for WWE. They're really not yet. They're not. Like, I'm sorry, you're still a little fish in a big pond, and Adam and I were having a conversation a little bit the other day about AEW, and I was talking about how like I genuinely like Tony Khan. I think he's a good dude. I really do. I think he loves professional wrestling. I think he loves the AEW roster. I think he loves everyone that he gets to sign. But he doesn't know how to run a wrestling company.
This is true.
It's not just book a bunch of people and put matches together. No, there's so much more to it. And I told Adam, like, I think he's a really nice guy, and like I'd love to like meet him. I'd love to talk to him. And you can be nice as a promoter, but you have to be, you have to be a hard ass at times and be able to control your locker room. And he can't do that. And I think part of like, and I'm not saying that the roster is booking these pay-per-views or saying when to do these pay-per-views, but I think he needs somebody that knows how to run a wrestling company and to say like, okay, I get that you have all of these grand ideas and you want to do these big shows back to back to back, but you need to spread them out a little bit. You need to build up to these pay-per-views. You need to give your fans a little breather between these shows, not just, oh, we're going to have a big show and then another big show and another big show. Your fans are going to start to get exhausted from it, and they're not. Listen, that man, did you see the legs? Hold on.
What? Wait. Was I in this conversation? Should I know?
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. We had a whole conversation about your legs.
What? I feel like Justin this time. I missed the whole conversation.
Oh, it was a lot. They were look at it.
Something about DJ's legs.
Look at it. Look at them legs. Look at those legs. Look at them.
And those are white.
Shut up, Justin. You know what?
Those are white. Those are whiter than my legs.
You shut your mouth when you talk to me. You shut your mouth when you talk to me. Okay? Hey.
I'm just wondering how your legs whiter than paper.
Hey.
They look like they're whiter
my
than
fault.
Sheamus.
See what had happened
Look at them boys. Look at them.
Hold on. What chat is this in? Okay, here we go.
Anywho, I'll listen to that later and get my wow, Adam.
It's wow. In the podcast.
Wow. Wow. Anyway, I feel like that's my issue with AEW.
Oh man, looks like a tan boy.
This my issue with AEW though. Like, I only can enjoy but certain things. Like that, like I don't know if it's the inconsistencies in the booking or what it is, but like there's certain things, like even if I sit down and watch Dynamite, I'm like, yep, don't want to watch that. Nope, don't want to watch that. I'll skip that. Oh, cool, MJF's on. Like, like I get to these points where I'm like, okay, I'll watch this to see what's going on. I watch that, but then there's other things where I'm just like, what is this? And then there's the, it might as well be the traditional 6-man, 8-man AEW Dynamite tag team match that you're going to get every week, and I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about that. I mean, as far as like Double or Nothing or whatever, like, I mean, I thought it was a pretty. I thought it was pretty good. It was some stuff that just came off kind of weird. Like, I understand Adam Cole and Chris Jericho in a unsanctioned match, but then I didn't really like having an unsanctioned match.
Sabu. I didn't understand why they had Sabu there.
Well, yeah, that. But I also didn't understand why they had an unsanctioned match on top of a Anarchy in an arena match. Like, you don't. I mean, I just didn't feel like all of that was needed when you can make a really good match out of Adam Cole versus.
Also, Jericho, he looked really bad in that unsanctioned match. Like when he tried to take that Panama Sunrise, he botched that so bad. I mean, I understand. You know, Jericho, he's getting old. You know, he's getting really old, and he's out of shape also.
And on top of that, too, kind of like what you were saying, Justin, like the Sabu aspect of it, I don't get. You know, like what. In what way does Adam Cole even know Sabu? Like, why would he be bringing out Sabu of all people? You got the whole rest of the Undisputed Era that you could have brought out or something, and Sabu was your choice. Interesting. And I don't think Sabu made a difference in the match either. I'm just trying. I mean, in terms of like AEW, like I mean, the Anarchy.
To cut you off just a second, because I can do that. I ain't got all the control that I used to have, but because I did see clips and like whatever they would post on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and I saw this with Adam Cole and Sabu. Like, if you had built something up where like you teased it or there was some sort of history between Adam Cole and Sabu, okay. But like, and this is nothing against Adam Cole. I love Adam Cole, I do. But like, Sabu is an ECW legend. Why is he gonna help Adam Cole? Like, what is there? What is that? How does that benefit him? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I need some sort of a story there to be like, okay, but why?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, just revisiting this, right? The Jade Cargill thing with her winning against Taya Valkyrie and then losing.
That was probably one of her best title defenses I've seen.
But I mean,
a lot of them were against like jobbers and stuff. That didn't really matter.
You follow it up with a 48-second loss to Chris Statlander. That's silly.
Yeah, because that was just her 60th win.
I mean, I can't remember, but my thing was like, why? Why? You built this undefeated streak. You can.
I mean, I was marking out for it because I've been wanting Chris Statlander to like. I thought that Chris Statlander.
Justin, you can't justify this. Please stop.
No, you can't justify this. But I was saying that Chris Statlander, she was going to be returning either like at the pay-per-view or on Wednesday because I've been seeing her posting quite a bit.
I mean, have her like my issue is have her return, but like build this up.
Yeah, there's like nothing to like that she did anything to deserve the title.
And I know I've seen people online trying to defend this, saying like, well, but Chris Statlander got hurt because of Jade, so she's coming back to take the title off of Jade. But why would you ever take it off of her in a 48-second match when you could you had Jade dominate everybody? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And then you've tainted her whole freaking reign, it feels like, because like you had it end like that. It's like having a dominant reign and end it via roll-up pin. It's silly. It doesn't make any freaking sense. Like
you just hate roll-ups.
I do hate roll-ups.
I love
especially the fruit. But no.
So wait, what can you tell the story of why you hate roll-ups? I don't think everybody knows.
Because he got rolled up on a video game. Was it on a video game?
It was on something.
Who rolled you up? Who was that?
It was freaking Chavo. I hate him. Anyway,
who rolled you up?
The 4 pillars, like fatal 4-way match was fine. Good match, enjoyable match. I loved it. I like all 4 of these guys. You
Spots
telling me?
galore, my God.
You telling me that Sammy Guevara's AEW championship material? You telling me Darby Allin is AEW championship?
I think in the future,
Yeah.
maybe.
You telling me Jungle Boy is AEW?
Yes, I do. I think all three of
No.
those guys. I think they're all three of them eventually will be championship material.
Eventually, we're talking about in this match right now, they would take the title off of MJF, and I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty good. No. Like I think
mean,
Darby could be later, but like right now, I wouldn't believe Darby if he was champion. I'd be like, get that little boy off my screen.
What's up, Casey?
to be fair, to be completely fair, you said the same thing about Jinder Mahal before he won the title, and then you was like, "This is the greatest run ever."
The modern day Maharaja.
Okay, I will give you that. I will
Also,
give you that.
I hate the booking of this feud. I understand. So I believe that MJF he was booking this feud because like Tony Khan gave him like all the creative control for this feud, which it didn't need to be like a 9-week build up for this feud. It could have been like 4 to 3 weeks build for this feud here because like they made MJF
isn't this what we desire though? Like this is what we keep complaining about WWE for. We're like, well, WWE just throws stuff together and then gives it to us. We get a long build, which I think is worthy of a long build. This it's your freaking world title. If I want any match on the card to be built for 9 weeks, it's gonna be this one, I think.
And also, MJF, he's making himself basically look like Hulk Hogan here, like while everybody else was kind of looking weak going into the show. They were giving
so?
these video packages and stuff, but that's all they were giving these other guys.
What? Justin, hold up. See, maybe we need to talk AEW more. Like, I don't agree because there's been plenty. Like, yes, MJF I think kills everybody in this. Out of the rest of the 3 pillars in the promo contest, right? Like, yeah. But like at the same time, like Darby got some jabs on him that I thought were good. Jungle Boy got some jabs on him. Sammy got some jabs on him, and then like nothing makes the heel champion look more weak than having to pay off a guy who's his enemy to basically get the match that he wants. So like, I don't think it made him look like Hogan per se. I mean, you can make him say some sort of dominant heel if you want, but. Like, I don't think it made him look Hogan-esque. I think it made like it played into MJF's character perfectly, I think. And I came into this match knowing for a darn fact that none of these other 3 pillars were going to win this match. That's how
I mean, yeah, we all knew that they weren't going to win. And like I said, dude, this match was so spot heavy. I mean, we saw so many super kicks, so many Canadian destroyers, but so many Spanish flies. I mean, like the moves that we say we don't want to see much anymore, like that are so overdone. We see him so much in this match here.
Who was in the match though?
This is true.
That's true. And then the Anarchy in the Arena.
Did you talk about the Battle Royal? Like, I didn't.
I'll go back to it real quick.
Okay.
Let me do the Anarchy in the Arena real quick because it's just on my mind. This match was an absolute mess, and not even from the simple fact of what the match was. More so, the freaking production of it was horrible.
Was it worse than last year?
I don't freaking know. But every spot that they wanted to get on camera, they missed and then showed a replay of. Every time. It was the worst thing I've seen in my life. From a production standpoint, it was awful. Like, they were dropping people on thumbtacks and you didn't see it till they played the replay. And I'm like, well, if you're going to do this stuff, you got to at least show it when it happens. Not, oh, what happened? Oh, he got dropped on thumb. No. Like, what the? No. The match was. Okay,
and then also them trying to do the whole WoW thing from last year, with him like, what the actual who's the band that does WoW thing?
I don't remember, but they should have stopped playing that song 5 seconds into it because that was the most annoying part of the darn match. They played half the freaking match.
Yeah, but I do agree. I think the Anarchy in Arena match was a lot better. Like the one from last year was a lot better because like I enjoyed the whole stuff with like Eddie Kingston from last year with him getting all the ketchup and mustard all over him and like the gasoline from last year. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of spots missed, and like the production wasn't as good. I mean, it was still like a whole bunch of fuckery in this match. I mean, but it's like a lot of the spots were missed though. And John Moxley, he was bleeding buckets in this match also. It's
Didn't take
like,
long to the battle royal. I didn't care.
yeah, the battle
Like
royal.
I didn't. I
Like
mean,
I
I
knew
had it
that Orange
on, and I
Cassidy
just let
wasn't
it.
gonna. I knew that Orange Cassidy wasn't gonna be losing. I just knew that. Um, and I kind of get the story that they're trying to do with Orange Cassidy with him defending that title that the international title each week. I understand that whole storyline, but it's like most of these guys were tag team guys. You knew that they weren't going to be winning it, and also I hated how most of the guys got entrances on the pre-show. Like what I just did not understand them all. Like they could have like saved some guys like for the main show, like save like Jay White, save like Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, of course, and who else? Ricky Starks. Could have saved like about 4 of those guys, for the main show. Like I hate how everybody just got like jobber entrances. Yeah, but the battle royal was a mess. And then like you had Commander in the match, him like running the ropes and basically like I thought he was eliminated at one point, then he got back in the ring and then he ran the ropes again and like but apparently he never got inside the ring. Like it was just a mess.
But yeah, I mean, hey, double or nothing was fine. Like, I mean, I I'd probably watch it again. I think I did watch it again today. Just trying to like refresh my memory. I wish I would have watched NXT now because I didn't realize we were talking about the show on this show. Anyway, let's jump into. Actually, let's jump into
Night of Champions.
Let's jump into Night of Champions. First things first, I will say this: not as good as the show they had a couple weeks ago
in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. I'm not saying the crowd wasn't as into it as they were in Puerto Rico, but I don't know. There was just something about that crowd in Puerto Rico that just was so much better.
Well, it's because they barely get any WWE shows. Like,
yeah, it's true. Saudi gets.
I think I don't know if I was talking on the podcast when we did that review, but I was talking to Adam about it, and like they need to start going to places that they don't go to often, whether that's internationally, whether that's just arenas that they don't go to, or cities that they don't go to often, because you're going to get bigger reactions.
Yeah.
You can go to New York City, you can go to
Chicago,
Houston, you can go to Chicago, you can go to all these major cities, and you're gonna get a good crowd, but you're not actually gonna get the reaction that you get from places because they want to see these shows, so they're more excited when they finally come around.
Like I said, I felt like Night of Champions. I thought it was good. I just didn't think it was as good as the Puerto Rico show. Like I don't know. Like the Puerto Rico show was just good. Like it just was
I think Backlash, like from like a like from like the reactions like that the fans did was probably one of the best pay-per-views
the
of the
matches
year.
were better though too. Like,
and yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the crazy part is, it's not like this card was bad. Like there was talent on this card. There was a lot of talent on this card, but for whatever reason, it just felt like that show was booked better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, or just I don't know, felt more. I don't know, it just felt more consistent. I don't know, but of course, Seth Rollins winning the World Heavyweight Championship. I like the championship a little bit more in action than I do like sitting on a table. I think it looks better like on somebody. It looks better him raising it up. I'm not saying it's great. And I mean they've tried to damage control it a little bit. It's paying homage to the belts of the past. They're trying to do a little damage control, but I think
and not the faction damage control.
Yes. I think like it looks better in action than it does on a table, but I'm not saying it's great. I'm just saying it's better on action. So, the Rollins AJ Styles match was good. Good way to start the show. Surprising that it started the show. Surprising that
See, I feel like
it
it
was
should
the
have
main
ended
event.
the show. I feel like it should have ended the show. If you want to make that title actually mean something, then make it the main event.
Well, I mean, the issue is you make it the main event, but you miss the big moment at the end. If you do that, you don't have. I mean, it's not the big moment at the end anymore.
That's true. Like with the whole bloodline stuff.
I mean, Cornette said that today. Like, he was kind of like, yeah, this makes sense to be the main event, but then you lose sight of the big thing that happened at the end of the show.
And of course, in AEW, they didn't put the that 4 Pillars match in the main event. They didn't put the AEW championship in the main event, so
which was silly. Well, so I mean,
but MJF he did say something. He actually pitched the idea to not go on last because he said he didn't want to be. Because when I was watching the media scrum, he was saying that he didn't want to be wrestling in John Moxley's blood or like really use his blood. Wrestling on that filthy mat. That's what he said.
Well, also, with the sort of backlash from the belt, with
backlash.
With the backlash from the belt, you don't want to risk like putting that as the main event and having people leave because they don't care about seeing, what they perceive as an ugly belt. I'm not saying everyone hates it. I'm sure there's people that do like it. I'm not in that group. I still don't like it personally, but you run the risk of people being like, I don't want to see that match, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Even though it was Seth Rollins and AJ Styles, you still run the risk of them just being like, let's get out of here, let's beat the traffic, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I've liked the heel stuff Trish has been doing with Becky. Even though
to be honest, I don't think there really hasn't been much Trish hasn't been working as a heel that great. Like I understand
I think it's been fine. I think it's been great. I think the turn was sloppy,
because I feel like she's missing something, like with her working as a heel. And I understand, it takes a while to turn that back on when you haven't been working as a heel for a while.
You want some good heel work. Man, look at them heels back there. Look at those.
This roast his legs. Come on.
I can't. Anyway, I think the execution of the turn was like the chemistry of the turn didn't work. If you go back and watch it, I mean, she missed the clothesline. It felt like, at least it just that's the thing that's bothered me the most about that.
Because there hasn't been there really hasn't been anything that's done, to make me boo Trish Stratus.
Honestly, I didn't even watch most of this match because I love Trish Stratus. I always have. Like, she's a legend. But
we know why you love Trish Stratus.
It's
the same reason you love Alexa Bliss. Congrats, by the way.
The Stratusfaction. Yeah, I know that move. But I just feel like this was like shoehorned in there, and like it from the beginning. I haven't understood this feud. I don't get it. I think they just wanted to be like, oh, let's put some legends in there and see what we can milk out of it. It just, and then maybe that's just me not getting the whole point of the storyline or the feud or whatever, but there's so much other things you could have done, with your current roster. You don't need to bring back legends to have a good storyline. It's cool to see them back, and it's cool that, Trish can still go, but it just felt forced to me.
Yeah.
But I did like Zoe Starks with her coming out, making her appearance and like helping out cool. Trish. Cause like, I feel like that's going to be pretty good pairing with there. I feel like maybe it might be leading to maybe like a tag team match, maybe at Money in the Bank, or maybe, I see that Becky Lynch, she's in a qualifying Money in the Bank match, but I feel like maybe they'll get involved next Monday, and then maybe they'll, maybe Zoe and Becky will have a match at Money in the Bank, and then we'll probably get Trish and Becky at SummerSlam. I feel like this feud is far from over.
when it comes to Gunther and Mustafa Ali, I thought it was good. I mean, it it did its job. I think I enjoyed it. I'm loving the run of Gunther. I think they're doing a good job of keeping him dominant and promoting the fact that he is such. Um, Oscar Bianca, I think this went how we thought the last one was gonna go.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna win at WrestleMania. Like I was saying, my prediction saying, there's no way in hell that Asuka's gonna win here. Um, because like if they didn't want to do that at WrestleMania, why would they be doing it here?
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, I mean, I think Oscar's the proper person to do it, but I mean, I think it was interesting the way they did it. I don't think the mist to the eyes thing worked as well as they thought it was going to, like visually. But I think it went fine.
also, I'm still not a fan of so both those women, they're SmackDown women, but she's holding the Raw title. Like I understand, fans being up, saying, oh, they don't want to see a title swap. Well, they haven't done a title swap yet, so who knows? Maybe we might not even get a title swap.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Rhea and Natalia was worthless. I mean, I don't even know why they did that match, but that's just,
I'm happy it was a squash match.
I just don't get it. Anyway, I mean, but they could have made a decent match out of it, and they decided against it. But Brock versus Cody, I mean, it's physical, exactly what you expected, I think, from these two, considering the feud so far. And then Owens and Zayn and the Bloodline at the end with the Usos involvement. I think we expected Usos involvement. I think we just wanted to know what was it going to be? What was going to be the straw that broke the camel's back type situation with them? But I mean, I think the way they told it at the end was really good. I don't know if I don't think it's as good as the initial storylines with the Usos and the Bloodline. It felt really emotional. It felt really personal, and this still does. But at the same time, like I don't think it's gonna really pull at the heartstrings until the Usos kind of get back, like get on the same page per se.
Yeah, because at one minute, you have, Jay, who, he's kind of on the outside, going like, oh no, like, and then, Jimmy's trying to get him to, come back to the bloodline, and then now it's Jay, he's kind of, wanting to leave, but now Jay's trying to keep him, and like, so they're flipping back and forth, and like this is kind of like a full circle thing, with, I think it was Hell in Cell 2020, wasn't it? It was like during the pandemic when
I
they,
think so.
had Roman and Jay inside the Hell in Cell match.
Mm-hmm.
And also with Jay doing those facial expressions, like with it like, oh no, what did you just do?
Yeah.
Like,
well, and I think
the drama in this was amazing.
I think the best way that they're going to be able to pull this off in a different way than what they've done before is they're going to have to make sure Solo's included, because them being actual brothers still continues to play on that whole aspect of it. They could probably get Rikishi involved in it or something like that. And I think like they can like get that steam back rolling that they had with Jey Uso and Roman earlier in the couple years ago or whatever. But interesting fun fact before you guys feel free to give your thoughts. Interesting fun fact about Night of Champions. There hasn't been one Night of Champions show that has actually had all the titles defended on it. Really? Even though that's the whole tagline of Night of Champions. But I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, because we didn't have a U.S. title match. We didn't have a tag team title, like a women's tag team title.
Of course, match. This one was obvious. But because the reason that it struck my interest was because I always felt like Night of Champions was supposed to be like the whole like every title is defended type thing. And I always like thought that was true, but then they had the Divas title not get defended a couple times. Actually, never. And then the Cruiserweight title once or twice didn't get defended on there. Tag title sometimes. So it's just interesting how the tagline is what the tagline is, but of course they didn't follow it. But I just found that cool fun fact. Any other thoughts on the Night of Champions before we get into NXT Battleground? Going once. Going twice. Okay, sorry.
I'll say words.
Going once.
I like the finish. The Usos kind of finally sort of turning on the bloodline. I'm curious to see where this goes, especially on SmackDown, where I will be attending live this Friday night.
What? Can't
You're
believe
gonna be
that.
attending a show, a
I will
WWE show.
I will be in attendance at WWE's SmackDown
Will you be holding a sign?
this Friday. I'm going to be in a match. Okay, first of all,
You're gonna be the referee. You're gonna be a jobber.
Will it say tune in to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast?
I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm going over on Roman. So that's happening. So,
He's creating the new bloodline.
yes. Yeah. It's like WWE CW, the new blood or whatever it was. Yeah, gonna be the new bloodline. Great.
I would say it would be huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Justin, do you have any thoughts on the kick heard around the world?
I loved it.
Get it? Because they did the super kick, like the Young Bucks.
Yeah, I get it.
They're like the Samoan Young Bucks. It's like
there was only one thing missing: explosives. I'm just saying.
God, dear God, no. Also, this is kind of separate from AEW, WWE and stuff, but in Impact Wrestling, Jordan Grace, she's a free agent now. So, DJ or Casey, if you want to chime in on this, where do you think Jordan Grace is going to go?
She's going to SmackDown, obviously.
I couldn't care less if I tried.
I would love to see. I have a feeling she's going to go to AEW, but
my thing is like I don't care where she goes. Booker is a freaking heel. She's freaking huge.
Her and Rhea Ripley will have a banger of a match.
That's all I'm saying. Just book her as a freaking heel. Let her play off of her freaking physique. Let her play off of the mini Papa, whatever she calls it, pump, whatever she calls herself.
They call her the Juggernaut. She's the Juggernaut.
It's just about her body. Is that what it is?
Yes,
it is.
It is.
I don't like how much muscle she has. She got some more like.
Wow, the misogyny.
She should play on that. I'm just saying.
Misogyny in this podcast.
Just saying, she should play on that. She could be a really good heel. Dominant heel with that. But Impact, the one time they booked her.
Ladies, I apologize for the misogyny in this podcast.
How do you know they're ladies?
Accusing gender.
Val? Huh? Val?
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, Battleground. Battleground. I feel like I really should go back and watch this show.
You need to watch the show. This show was great.
DJ, tell me your thoughts on these matches.
So when Wesley and Tyler Bate and Joe Gacy went at it, and then Wesley won the match. You know what, man? That thing was good. It was good. It was a lot of moves going on. They was like they're grappling and they was doing the takeovers
who else was out there? Who else was
there? Ava was out there. I don't know who Ava is, but she was out there though.
You don't know who Ava Rain is?
Is Ava the one that's trained by what's? Oh, that's the Rock daughter.
That's the Rock's daughter. There you go. Yeah.
Man, come on.
Eddie, he ain't watched this. Man. He ain't watched any of this. So yeah.
No, it's back.
We had Tyler Bate, Joe Gacy, and Wesley. Wesley retained as no one was surprised. I feel like.
Except Tyler Bate and Joe Gacy.
No, I think they knew too. I feel like somehow they knew. I don't know if it's like predetermined or something like that, but I feel like they knew. And I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna get me hate, and it's gonna get me heat, but I don't care. I don't think Ava is ready to be on TV. I don't. I really don't. She looks super uncomfortable. She looked like she didn't know what she was doing. She kept looking over at Joe Gacy as if okay, what do I do? What do I do? Especially during like their entrance. Like I like her, I do, and I think she'll be good. I don't know if she's ready to be on NXT TV yet. I think she needs to learn how to work in front of a crowd more and like be comfortable in front of a crowd and like know how to react to things and like sell and stuff. Which is weird because she is The Rock's daughter. You would think like that would come natural, but I mean, I guess not. I don't know. But it was a good kind of opening triple threat. Kind of get the crowd into the show. Again, I wasn't surprised that Wesley won. I didn't see Joe Gacy winning at all, and I don't think Tyler Bate needed it. I think Wesley kind of could use the title more still than any of the other two. Justin, did you watch this show?
I did watch the show. This show, I mean, this match right here was really good. I mean, just having Joe Gacy in the match, trying to pit Wesley and Tyler Bate against each other, but they wouldn't do that. I mean, eventually they did, when Tyler Bate was trying to pin Joe Gacy, but no, it was really a fun match. You had a lot of near falls in this match. I like when they were trying. It was Tyler Bate and Joe Gacy. They were both trying to go at Wesley, but he moved out of the way, and then Wesley did the cardiac kick. I like that. That was nice. I even liked that plancha that Wesley did over the turnbuckle. I thought that was nice in the match. But yeah, I mean Wesley. I had no doubt that he was going to retain his title here. And fun fact, I actually went 100% on my predictions with this show. So.
Boo. What the? All right. So I'm back. I'm watching the show. And what the heck's the Heritage Cup?
The Heritage Cup. It was in the It's over in the UK. So here's the rules for the Heritage Cup.
Is it like that one belt that Billy Corgan announced that time? And
also your boy Noam Dar. Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
Yes.
Never forget.
So the Heritage Cup is like that title that Damian Sandow had, and it was like the MMA rules and stuff. Like, is like that?
No.
Like that? No.
So here are the rules for the Heritage Cup.
It's a big old
cup. No, I actually know the rules. I've never seen it defended, but I was looking.
Well, you don't watch NXT UK.
Well, I wanted to see if it was an actual like trophy. That's what I was curious about. So
it's a cup.
I would like what is a can, but
Yeah,
it's a cup. Like a cup you drink it. Cup you drink.
The big old cup. Yeah. Big old one.
It's not like the not like the Minnesotas.
We had Noam Dar versus Dragon Lee. Why I don't know. I like Dragon Lee, but I was like, why is he? Why is it?
Well, because I don't know if you're watching the build up to this, but they had Dragon Lee on Supernova Sessions, and it's Noam Dar's show. Like, how they have like Miz TV, the KO show, like all that. Yeah, it's like that for Noam Dar, but Dragon Lee, Noam Dar was going like, oh yeah, like he can't speak English very well. Like he was Noam Dar was saying Dragon Lee couldn't speak English very well.
Okay.
And goes like, no, he can't speak English pretty good. It's pretty fluent, I'll tell you. It's better than me sometimes. It's better than me.
That's not hard.
That's not hard to do at all. No, not hard at all.
Who is Nathan Frazier?
Nathan Frazier? Oh, he was in NXT UK.
Oh, okay. Who's Oreo Masana?
Oreo?
Oreo
Mensa? Oreo Mensa.
Yeah, who that?
He was also in NXT UK, but I can't remember who his partner was, but I don't know why they turned him heel at all. Yeah. I don't understand at all. But yeah, they had him out there.
Is he a bad mama jamma? That's why that is. DJ, where'd you go?
Well, he can't talk about this match right now, but yeah.
DJ, is it because I said Oreo?
He said Oreo.
You like you rather Chips Ahoy?
I like Oreos. I like the vanilla ones the best because those are my favorite kind. Yeah,
DJ, we can get some Chips Ahoy instead.
Chips
Like
Ahoy.
you like the chocolate, you like the oatmeal cookies. Is that what it is? You want the oatmeal cookies? Is that what?
Oatmeal
How you
raisin
all eating
cookies. Because Casey knows. He knows everything about
I
you.
know about the cookies. So yeah, Gnome Dar won the match. Yeah, yeah. I do like the Heritage Cup style matches. I like different like rounds matches like with like multiple rounds and stuff like that. I think it brings a
Like that
different.
Impact title that Billy Corgan introduced. What was it called? Don't remember.
Anyway, we had a last man standing match between Ilya Dragunov and Dijak.
Hey DJ, if there's one thing that you watch on this show, this is the one match you need to watch.
This man interrupted me all the time. No, but I love this match. I
Grand Championship.
anything with Dragunov in it, like I want to watch it because this man, like he scares me in ways that I can't describe because he he's intense. He is, and like I don't even think the match started. He was bleeding. I don't. He was like under his chin or something. I was like, man. This. Anyway, good match. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Dijak could not stand up at the end, so he lost the last man standing. He was the last. He was not the last man to stand. Is there something funny about that?
No, the way he said that.
The man couldn't stand up no more.
This is true. This is true. He couldn't stand. Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't even buried with chairs like some other WWE superstar did at one time
Like
to Bray Wyatt. But we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. John Cena. Anyway,
yeah.
Okay, that sounded like a pretty good
Yeah,
match
yeah.
right there.
So that Ilya Dragunov and Dijak match was crazy. I like there's one spot where Dijak he was holding a table and then Ilya he just like ran through and broke the table. Like, man, this man's crazy. And also we saw a coast to coast that Ilya Dragunov did with the steel steps like in the corner, like with Dijak. That was a cool spot in the match. We saw some blood.
I just realized that all of the champions retained on the show. Bruh.
I think this has to be like one of the best premium live events or pay-per-views, whatever you want to call it, since like NXT 2.0 starting and stuff. I think this was probably one of the best ones. But yeah, this was an amazing match.
That's pretty good. And then we had my personal favorite match of the night. We had Gallus versus the Creed brothers. They just beat the snot out of each other. Literally, I saw.
Literally, like there was snot coming out of each other.
There was so much snot. There was all of the snot.
You know
That's
what?
nasty. Then you get Kleenex.
I really think they missed an opportunity to do the Creed brothers versus the Coffee brothers. I'm just saying.
Also,
I'm just saying.
I heard that.
I want the Coffee brothers. I do.
Also, I heard that. I kind of want to go back to the last match for a minute. I heard that Ilya Dragunov could be going with the main roster, and they're going to be putting him in Imperium, which I think will be interesting. Would you guys like to see Dragunov in Imperium?
I just want to see him beat up on people and like get beat up. That's it.
Beat up John Cena.
Okay, yeah, we can go on to the tag team match.
We already went. We was on the tag team match.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I want to go back.
Yeah,
Thoughts on the tag team match?
Man, it was a crazy match. I mean, who was it? Julius. Well, DJ's not on that match.
Oh, I thought the coffee. The coffee was good. The coffee.
What kind of coffee was it? Was it black coffee or was it like the coffee gift from Starbucks? What kind of coffee was it?
I tell you this, I declare and decreed that this.
This man's.
Get it? I declare.
Yeah, I get it. It's terrible.
And decreed
It's coffee like the drink, but spelled different. If you know that movie, y'all don't know that movie, do you?
I don't know that movie.
Coffee points. You get coffee points. Or Creed points, whichever one you want.
You ain't watched The Green Mile? That was a good movie.
Wait, what movie?
The Green Mile.
I'm gonna have to watch that later.
You know Justin like 12. What about Tiffany Stratton?
Wait.
Lyra?
I wasn't done talking about that. So
Well,
like,
you stopped talking.
you had Julius Creed. You know, he was like belly suplexing gals all over the ring, make them look like they were 205 pounds and or
Live?
like two. No.
Well,
Make
5 and live.
Yes, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Best show ever. But and then you had Ava Rain come out and like attack Ivy Nile and basically help
For
and then,
reasons.
I don't know why she came out, but she came out though. And basically distracted the Creed brothers and Gallus. They hit their finisher and they retained. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy they retained. And then they move the Creed brothers to the main roster.
Oh yeah. Okay. What about Tiffany Stratton and Lyra Valkyria? Like, I mean,
All right, we gonna skip that one. Or we going with
Hey, that was actually a pretty enjoyable match. But
I don't care about either of these two. I'm sorry.
wow.
I feel like they moved every champion up to the main roster. Just saying. Just know about it. Like all of them, all the champions.
But no, this match was actually pretty enjoyable. Like Tiffany Stratton, she's been improving in the ring like quite a bit. Like she's been improving in the ring quite a bit. And I also, so in the match, who was it? It was Lyra Valkyria. She was going for a leapfrog, and then she kind of like tweaked her leg in the match. And I like how Tiffany Stratton, she was just working on that injured leg throughout the match. Running into the post and like giving her some like dragon screws and like. I also love the way she was selling her leg throughout the match. But yeah, there was. I knew that Tiffany Stratton was going to be winning the title here because like they're going to strap a rocket onto her back and she's going to go.
That sounds dangerous.
She's going to go straight to the moon, just like Cameron Grimes.
For the record, Lyra Valkyria looks more scary than Tiffany Stratton, so she should have won.
That's sound logic right there.
Wrestling 101.
Wrestling 101 there.
So I did see a clip or two of the Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, NXT Championship Match of the World. It was literally just Braun's entrance, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I like heel Braun a lot more. I do. I think they need to pair him up with Braun Strowman and make the Braun and Braun connection. Just saying.
What about Bronson Reed?
They could be Braun and Braun. Or they could be the Braun Breakers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, that would be. But I'm sure this match was amazing and awesome, and I'm glad Carmelo Hayes won because he is him.
Just
okay. I guess I'm going to talk about this match now. Okay, this match was I like this match a lot better than their stand and deliver match. Because we didn't have Trick Williams getting involved in helping.
Because you didn't have to stand or deliver.
Yeah,
I don't like to stand when I don't have to.
And I don't like to deliver. Also, I hate delivering pizza to people. It's not fun. I just hate delivering. It's not fun to deliver.
I do like delivering pizzas because I get free pizza and they don't.
You know what? I like to deliver pizzas because before you get to the door, if you eat a couple slices, they don't know it.
Except for the empty spots.
They don't check the box before you leave.
So that's why you gotta run quick and like, okay, hopefully they don't open it up.
All you do is tell them they cut it into 6.
That don't make no sense.
Instead of 8 pieces, they cut it in 6.
There's still empty spots.
This is true. Okay, about this match. Yeah, I thought this match was better than the match at Stand Deliver. But then again, I mean, we already seen these guys, go at it though. It's like they didn't really anything new in this match. I mean, I did like that crossbody springboard that Carmelo Hayes tries to do, and then he got speared got speared out of his boots. Like it was crazy. Not literally out of his boots, but figuratively.
Why would you lie to me like that?
And then I also like the springboard DDT that Melo did in the match. That was pretty cool. And then he went up to the top rope, did this big old leg drop like John Cena does. I mean Cena's leg drop is worse, but I like this leg drop here better. He did that leg drop and still North American, still NXT champion, Carmelo Hayes. Him.
Just so y'all know, there's about to be a new NXT champion coming up soon. Just so y'all know.
Brown Breaker.
Who that is?
It's about to be the end of days.
Baron Corbin. Oh, Jesus.
Tell us you don't know nothing about WWE. You don't know nothing about WWE.
They gonna let him win finally. He deserves
Wait,
it.
Baron Corbin's in NXT.
The only thing entertaining about Baron Corbin is his TikTok account where he grills stuff. That's it.
He's gonna
And
be like,
now
he's
he's gonna be
like
grilling
Dolph Ziggler.
championships.
So yeah,
Well-
this was a match, and Justin pretty much yeah.
So any final thoughts before we leave the good people of ICWP Universe Land and World?
How do you know they're good?
I ain't met them all, but I met two of them, and by my logic, two of them is better than one of them. So I say they good.
Which one of them is better?
The two of them, they was good together.
Which
Were you
one
trying to
is
scissor your hand?
Which two? Which two? You're supposed to do what I did. You gotta scissor me, daddy ass. That's how you do
Also,
it, right?
Tony Khan, when he was doing his press conference, he's kind of really toned down, like with the crazy stuff he says.
He's gotten smaller. He was skinny before.
I mean, not like that. DJ, you shut up when
You've
you're
been
talking.
hitting the
Can you
gym.
hear that?
Okay. You've been hitting the
Got the
But Tony
muscles
Khan at his
going.
press conference, when someone was asking about,
He's working
you
out
know,
at the press conference now. He getting it.
yeah, he's like getting his pump on. Tony Khan's getting his pump on at the press conference.
Use
But
the shake weight because we need to bring back the shake weight. I think you use it like this, and then you don't remember the shake weight when you did it like this?
I'm gonna turn it into I'm gonna cut some clips up and turn that into a short.
But it's the shake weight. You do it like this. You do it like this.
But no, Tony Khan, he was saying how about the competition, WWE doing the same, being on the same weekend or running the same time as AEW. He was saying, "Oh, it's okay if they're doing it, in a good way, basically, because last year it was during like All Out where he was talking about like Jimmy Crockett. What's that?
What's a good way?
Like doing it like in I don't even know what a good way is, like like doing a good marketable way, like
on a wrestling company.
Like, okay, so I guess it's all right if the whatchamacallit, the
What do you call it?
developmental brand does it, rather than the main roster. I don't know. I guess
the
that
developmental brand is better than your main roster.
this is true.
Bruh.
This is true. But no, and because last year Tony Khan, what was he saying? It was like the All Out, the media scrum where he was saying now he got more money than Jim Crockett, and he goes like, "I'm not taking this shit," and he goes like, because when they were doing Worlds Collide and All Out on the same weekend, Tony Khan was just getting pissed about them running the same show on the same weekend, but now he just doesn't really care about that much anymore. You know, he goes like, "Hey, it's
they're gonna
okay."
do it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He goes like, "It's okay if they're doing it, you know, in a logical way."
All righty.
But yeah,
Anything further?
Jim Crockett would whoop Tony Khan's ass. Just throw it out.
All right, definitely hope you guys enjoyed. As always, you know that the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast is all your favorite and your favorites and your favorites podcasting platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. It's not. Well, technically, I guess it is now. Anyway, all of them, every single one of them.
And the hub. Don't forget the hub.
The Grub Hub. We on there. We deliver. Anyway, as always,
we deliver your podcast to you.
Enjoy the show. You know, you can always follow Ustino at the McJugger Nuggets 097, the JSB Troops on the YouTube. Stop laughing. I'm trying to get through
this. It's coming back. It's coming back.
But as always, definitely hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll see you guys on the next one. I think it's actually the true JSB. Which one is it? I can't ever remember.
It's right down under. You can't see it down there, or your eyes are bad.
I see the true JSB, but your YouTube channel was Juggernaut, right?
It's Juggernaut 097.
The McJugger Nugget Show. That's what I said. Anyway, as always, see you guys on the next one.
McChicken, to be honest.
The McChicken Show.
The McJugger Nuggets.